Good morning and welcome to Let's Talk Stroke. Good morning, Candace. Hope everybody's doing well this morning. But welcome back to Let's Talk Stroke. And I am your host and stroke survivor, Jerry Wald. And this morning, I wanted to dive right into one of the most personable, one of the most personal and challenging parts of stroke recovery. Um, it's one of the big ones here. It's the emotional side of this. So we talk a lot about physical recovery, but what about the frustration when your body won't cooperate? I mean, I think we've all experienced that. And the anxiety for me sneaks right up at night. I don't know about you guys, but it does. The anxiety that does sneak up at night, um, or the feeling of losing your independence. If you've ever felt lost or overwhelmed or just downright frustrated after your stroke, well, then this episode is for you. So again, let's get right into this. I'm trying to pull a little thing around here. So we'll definitely explore the emotional roller coaster of recovery, share personal experiences, talk about real strategies that can help. And as always, I want to hear from you guys. You guys really jump in and tell me what your experiences are, because it's something. So I want to engage. Yes, Cams. Good morning, everybody. Again, I appreciate you being here. Kevin, nice to see you. Nice to see everybody. So I appreciate it as usual. Mr. Kevin Harmer, you guys are awesome. So this is a big one. So I want to start with some questions. So, what is the most frustrating thing for you in the early days of recovery? How did you deal with it? Um, and I'll answer mine too. Naomi, good to see you. Um, some of the things you say, good to see you. It's really good to see all of you. Appreciate that. So, so another one is, like I said, number one. But number two, how do you manage anxiety and the fear of having another stroke? Love to hear these from you. Um, what you think. What is the most what one thing you've learned about yourself since your stroke that has surprised you? I mean, how was I going to say? For me, it's the amazing brain, how we can not how to say recover better, and how I deal with it. So it's really important that take the bull by the horn. Um, And have you struggled with feeling like a burden to others? I mean, for me in the beginning, yes, I felt like a burden to others. How do you cope with it? So these questions, I'd love to hear from you. How do you cope with that? Um, and what's something small that gives you a sense of independence now? For me, driving, walking, and I know if Kevin, if you're walking, I mean, I see a lot of you out there posting your independence of walking for so long. I mean, that's pretty darn awesome seeing that. So, which I covered last week was if you can go back and tell your pre-stroke self anything, what would it be? What advice would you give to someone who's just starting their journey? I mean, I can certainly attest to that. Um, so I'm gonna move my phone here. There. So love to hear all that. So let's see what else. You guys, if you got those questions, and also I saw Candace. You said um, what is it? Hit the like button, and also subscribe if you haven't to my YouTube channel called Let's Talk Stroke. So this is all about dealing with anger, frustration when your body won't cooperate. Do you know why it happens? Well, stroke survivors all, and I know this because I've done so many interviews. I've gone to so many support groups. So for me, good morning. Shoot, my last message was too long. I did it, maybe you know, I didn't see it, Musang. So why it happens? Most stroke survivors often feel frustrated when they can't do things like they used to, like walking, speaking. Um, what are other things? They're using the hands the same way. That could be frustrating. Um, well, it is. My resilience is better than I thought. Yes, I'd love. Thank you for answering this. Some of the questions. So, like example, struggling, but I found a way. Struggling. I'd love to know what you guys think of this. Good morning. Struggling to tie your shoe. Forgetting words mid sentence or feeling exhausted after simple tasks. For me, if I'm not doing anything, then that's where the issue is. So I have to stay busy all the time, and I do. And now, after my show, I'm now you get back to weights, which make a huge difference. Do you feel like a burden when you go to the airport? If anybody goes to the airport and you have to, you know, carry your bag or roll it or something, or you just get in a wheelchair, and that to me depends where you're going and how early you're going. I mean, for me, that was a tough thing. But how do you cope? How do you cope with all that? Well, accept the progress and know that it takes time. Small wins matter. Thank you for yes, Velcro. For me, I know a lot of people do the Velcro. I can't because I have to I need to have my shoes need to be tied really tight. So again, accept how I cope with it. You accept that progress takes time. And again, I said a little earlier, small wins matter. Use deep breathing or meditation, to calm down when frustration builds. Find alternative ways to do things. Adaptive tools, one-handed techniques, and I think I showed how I do it with my me tying my shoes. Whew. Okay, elastic laces. Yes, I've seen that. Stephen, thank you for commenting. Serena, I appreciate everybody here. If I missed you, James, sorry if I missed you there. But your resilience, like I think Musang, you were saying, um, uh, your resilience is better than you thought. Yeah, some people, don't be ashamed of it. So coping, how do you do this? Coping with anxiety and depression after a stroke. And I think I talked about this in the beginning, the very beginning of when you have your stroke. Are you depressed after a stroke? Coping with anxiety. Why it do you know why it happens? Because the brain changes, obviously, after a stroke, and the loss of independence can bring fear, sadness, or hopelessness. How it shows up? Feeling overwhelmed by simple tasks. This was a big thing for me. And I'm very social, but in the beginning, feeling overwhelmed by simple tasks, avoiding social situations. Constant. I don't really worry about this anymore. Constant worrying about having another stroke. I mean, does anybody feel like that? I'd love to know that. Do you feel like it? So how you gonna manage it? And we talked about this a while ago. Is don't be afraid. It's okay to ask for help. Not me. In the beginning, absolutely not. No one's gonna. I'm not talking to anybody. Well, talking to a therapist or joining a support group I'm telling you, it does help. Let's see, Candace left said shoelace helped me in the beginning for putting on shoes, long-handed shoehorn. Oh, that's good. Yeah. So how do you manage it? Well, talking to a therapist and joining a support group. I go to the support group and I I yap all the time now. So it's pretty darn awesome trying to help people out that are not going to talk, because I've been there. I've been with you. That when you go, you don't. Gosh, I'm hoping I didn't miss any comments here. Sorry. Um, uh, Practice gratitude. Focusing on what you can do and what you don't focus on the things that you can't do. Do the things that you can do and focus on that. For me now, that's uh, focusing, but um, staying active. I'm telling you, exercise helps with mental health too. So that's something that has to be, you have to practice on that. What else? Rebuilding confidence, self-worth. Why it's tough. Many of us feel, I'll say survivors feel, um, they've lost sense of their purpose, especially if they can't work or do things the way they used to. So yes, Candace, good. Yeah, I apologize. I haven't gone through all these comments here, but let's just go to it. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Let's go there. So the perpetual frustration builds up and often causes us to lash out. I know. I see, Steve. That's right. Um, you know, Candace, uh, tap into your faith base. Yes, makes a big difference. I've seen that. So let's see what else. So why it's tough, you know, like I said, why it's tough. Many of us feel like they lost their sense of purpose, especially if they can't work. And that too was a, I repeat myself a lot. I was told, um, I missed some comments. I apologize here. Um, let's see here. Um, I'm looking here on this one. Gerald, right after my stroke, I thought I'd transform into another, maybe another body. It happened that fast. I know. Um, so regain your confidence. How? Small, achievable goals and celebrate your progress. I mean, I get so excited about that too. So, watching friends and family doing things that you used to do. Yeah, with you there. Robin, good morning. Yeah, I totally understand. But now, you know, I'm 15 years out. I'm accepting things, but I'm still celebrating those tiny little wins. So celebrate those small achievable goals and celebrate your progress. Find new hobbies. I mean, I don't want to put anybody in the spot, but I, Kevin, I see you post on. I freaking love that. All the how far you walk. I mean, it just motivates me when I see all this stuff. Um, it's pretty darn awesome. So, find new hobbies or interests that work with your abilities. I mean, Kevin, walking. I mean, walking used to be a no big deal. Now it's like, man, I see you a 4 mile deal. Holy crap, that's pretty darn cool. So, but you really need to work with your abilities. But 15 years, I think I just repeated myself, but 15 years out, and I'm still seeing progress. So, look for new hobbies. Are you? Uh, that's sorry, I'm trying to think here. Do I? Whoops, we got so many here. Thank you guys for being here. You have to go through the steps of grief. Yeah, I agree. I agree. That's right, Serena. Um, I don't. Let's see. Canada Elastic Shoes. Okay, I saw that. Yeah. So you guys, thank you so much for commenting. Especially when these shoes, when these shows, um, because this is our, I don't know, this is not negative, but this is my life is stroke. I mean, who knew? So, but anyway, I'm learning to deal with it even for 15 years out, but I'm okay. I mean, I'm not, well, maybe in my back, I'm bitching and moaning, but no. So anyway, find new hobbies and really another one too, surround yourself with positive, encouraging people who uplift you. With me, that's a big deal. Um, so the loss of independence. How do you adjust? It'd be good to hear how do you adjust with the loss of independence. But it's not all independence. Um, I see some of you out there, walking up hills. For me, I can walk uphill better than I can walk downhill. Um, so, with not hanging on to things. I have to hold on to somebody when I'm walking downhill. So what changes? Um, I don't say all of us know, but stroke survivors often rely on others for tasks that we once did alone. In the beginning, right, driving, cooking, dressing yourself. Um, now, no, I well, obviously not obviously, but I do dress myself, all that. Um, so driving, I do that. Um, Even though a lot of family members don't want me to go, drive me to drive, so they do the driving. So okay, so now how do you handle the emotional impact of this? Well, it can feel frustrating, embarrassing. Like I used to be one of those embarrassed people. Um, Not anymore. It's just who that's who I am now. So it could be frustrating, embarrassing, or even make someone feel like a burden. Does anybody feel like they're a burden? Um, that's why if I go back, it's the supportive people. Surround yourself by positive, I'll say positive minded uh, people that you can get along with. And, how do you handle it? Um, Focus on what you can control, right? Adapt and modify your tasks instead of giving up. So don't give up. Um, yeah, Candace, I didn't want to bring it up, but you type it in the comments. Appreciate it. I mean, we're being honest here. So the hardest part for you was when your husband deserted you. You know, I apologize for that. But there's no, yeah, exactly. There's no burdens here. Exactly. You are a strong person. What was that? What was that movie? You're a strong. I can't think of it. But anyway, you appreciate it. Um, and Serena, I'll bet that's acceptance of where you are, an application that you open your eyes. Right. There you go. There you go. Um, I know I am a burden. No, you're not. Okay, maybe Farron's telling you that. No, but the burden, I'm trying to think me, I get kind of like, it's been like this now. My wife will tell me, you have two legs, you're walking, you can get your own whatever you're getting. Um, if I had like my pills or whatever. So am I a burden? I just relied on her way too much after I don't know how many years. So I know, I've gained strength and in gotten better at that. But so let's see what else. Communicate with your caregivers about your needs and your feelings. I mean, those are things I think we all have to do. And does anybody use adaptive devices to regain some independence? One-handed tools, walkers. I'm so glad I'm off the walker. That's just a pain in the walker. That But there are one-handed tools. Do I use them? No. The one thing is frustrating. I learned how strong truly I am. Yes, you are. Um, um, oh, good. Okay, so okay, yeah, one-handed. So the only thing that kind of gets me is putting together things. I don't know if that's an issue with anybody. Well, it is. If I can't use both hands real well to tighten up just a screwdriver thing and whatever. But now my non-infected side, I'm going tomorrow morning to get a cortisone shot on this hand because it's just, I mean, it keeps me up at night now. Just 'cause I'm favoring the other side. But so what else when this comes on here? The challenge. Many of us feel lost after a stroke, especially if they can't return to their old job or activities. But let's see here. I see I'm thinking missed some here. Um, get your own. I know. Okay. Here's the thing. The Serena this morning. Well, it's every morning. My I know. I I have no problem making my own coffee. Um, but but she doesn't want me to carry it in here because I spill. Okay, does anybody shake? Yeah, I do. So that's one of the burdens for me. I mean, there's a lot of things, but uh, but getting my old job back. I thought that in the beginning. Oh yeah, I'm not losing my job. Well, I guess I lost it. Um, find new purpose. Ways to find new purpose. Do you know? I'd love to know what purpose you guys you know show me ways of finding purpose. And I know Robin out there volunteering or mentoring others. That's to me is a good one. I mean, as far as the mentoring others that have had some sort of brain injury, I'm just trying to see why some of the comments, because I see your comments on my other device here, Robin. I am frustrated with my left arm, doesn't swing when I walk. You know, I tell you, for me, what worked, not for everybody. Right here on my lap, my affected side, the right side, is I get Botox. Okay, it's not been for a while, but still, get Botox, and it helps with my swinging. And I work on that incredibly. I mean, every single day, as far as the walking, swinging the way you're supposed to. So that's uh, that's what I do. So let's go back to volunteering, mentoring others. Share your story, your stroke journey to inspire others, like you do. Like a lot of us have been on sharing your stories. Um, Explore new hobbies that fit your abilities. Um, Music, blogging, um, painting. For me, the painting, just because I have a lot of what do you call that? Not much patience to sit there and paint. I know everybody tells you should do that, but music to me is one of the great things. Um, that's good for me. Um, get a quad cane with a cup holder. Wait, okay. Uh-huh. Yeah. So do you make your own coffee, Serena? Why would I say that? But anyway, um, good morning, Kimberly. I appreciate you guys being here, and Stephen. Uh, I think I know that, Stephen. You volunteer at the your local nursing home. Too many residents have one visit. They have great stories. Yeah, they do. Sorry, and Kimberly, glad to see you. Glad to see you all here. Thank you for being here. And again, I see if you're watching on LinkedIn or any of these social media platforms, pop over and say subscribe to Let's Talk Stroke on YouTube and put your hit the like button, and then you'll know when I go live. Okay, so this is a great great topic here. I'm so happy about this. So I always say this is the emotional side of stroke, coping with frustration, anxiety, and identity. That's this is one of the big things that I wanted to do today. So again, let's go back. What is the most frustrating thing for you in the early days, and how did you deal with it of recovery? Um, oh, Kimberly, you're addicted to a diamond art. Why did I know that? Um, I've seen it before, and it's pretty awesome. Some of that that diamond art. Um, one lady enjoying talking. Wow. Yeah. Sorry if I'm just reading some of these comments. Thank you so much. 9% of us at the time I do make my own coffee. Aha. But do you make Farron's? Um, do you guys worry about having another stroke? That's something I always wonder about. I mean, I really don't. I just, take care of my eating and all that stuff. Okay, so it makes it for me, but I feel like my healthy lifestyle is helping, but I don't worry about having another stroke. I think about it quite a bit, but I don't, you know, do you, you know, but is there one thing you've learned about yourself since your stroke that has surprised you? I think Musang said it, the resilience you didn't think you had. So what I'd like to hear is what would you give it? What advice would you give to someone just starting their stroke journey, their recovery journey? That was a big thing. Good morning, Doug. If I missed you, then I apologize. So yeah, I appreciate it. You guys are awesome, and thanks for commenting and joining in this. Frustration comes and goes still. Yeah. And I apologize. There's so many. I've had hundreds and hundreds of people that I've been on sharing their journeys. Um, James, how far out are you? Because I think I go through the two frustration with um, what do you call it? I get frustrated. It's just really the ride. Well, I don't know. Okay, me walking. I get a lot of clonus. So when I'm walking too much, it starts shaking, and that's even with my AFO or a brace because it just kind of affects me a lot, and I don't like that. But well, what are you gonna do? Um, it's something that I work on. Um, but yeah, keep trying. My wife had every reason to walk away, but has fought with me through it all. Same here, Stephen. Um, let's see, what was the other? Uh, so I did ask him. So uh, it this part of the journey. Have you ever felt lost, overwhelmed, or just downright frustrated after your stroke? Well, this is why I did this. Is how you cope with this. Um, let's see what else did I do. What else did I think of on trying here? But um, um, I would say highlight some of the stories and to show resilience and hope. Um, um, but again, I'd like to know what advice would you give um, someone that's just starting their recovery journey? That to me is a really big one there because I can go back and really, you know, okay, yes, I don't worry about another stroke. My blood pressure is under control. To someone new, to stroke, I would say every day is a clean slate. Make it great. That's right. I love it. I love it. Thank you um, for putting that in the comments. I appreciate it so much. Um, I still get frustrated, but the first year was the worst. Yeah, my first year didn't really know anything. I figured I'm going to be 100% in no time. Um, when you had your stroke, did everybody know what a stroke was? I mean, what it entails? Because I sure didn't. Um, it was something that I just did not realize that how tough it's going to be. But hey, I surround myself by positive people. I got a huge, thank God, family that really, just really helps me out. Especially, not especially, they all do, but some of my grandkids. I mean, they're just, I mean, walking down, getting off a curb. I mean, right away, one of my grandkids comes right up and wants me. She's nervous all the time with me, just thinking I'm gonna, fall down. Well, I've had my share of falls, so um, um, thank you again. I missed this one, Candace, but I just want to highlight it because it is so. Yeah, losing my job was the loss of my social network. That was hard. I knew I couldn't go back to work to my former medical field related work because my hands weren't bilaterally correct. I'm with you. Totally understand. Um, but I understand the physical toll, grossly interested. Yeah, I do. I did too. Yeah, I agree. It's the yeah emotional part of this whole thing is just crazy. But we have to deal with it. These I don't know if I'm going to say this right, but these are the cards were dealt to me, and I deal with it. So anyway, any other last comments we're gonna show here? I do appreciate you guys being here. Little short little show, but Thursday I have a guest on there, and trying to keep it because I have so many, and I don't. We'll talk about that next time. But I appreciate you guys being here. It means a lot, and this show is live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, LinkedIn. But again, the emotional side of stroke recovery. This is it. Thank you for being here, and I will, if I don't get to you, I apologize, but thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. So have a great day, and we'll see you Thursday. And I'm going to get my cortisone shot on my left hand. Oh, why I say that? I don't know, but that's what's going to happen. So see you, Kevin. Thank you for being here.